when it comes down to the end of the game, I am finally going to be a person who is older and wins this competition outright. My strategy in this game is going to be very complex because I'm going to take it week by week. I'm going to try and come in middle of the pack at the beginning, try and feel out everybody. I think I'm a person who can read people very well. I know coming into the game the first week or two, people aren't their true selves. They're not comfortable with everybody, but as people get more comfortable, their real feelings are going to come out, and that's when I will really start amping up my game and trying to pit people against each other, trying to figure out where I'm going to fit in the house. Clearly, I want to make a strong alliance at some point. Older people tend not to get into those alliances right away, but I think that I can convince some people to bring me along. I'm a pretty persuasive person, and that's kind of how I'm going to go with it, week by week. Obviously, a lot of competitors have left a lot of big shoes to fill in this house. And how am I going to leave my mark? I think just being that older person that goes in there and kind of can manipulate things. I'm really not going to play an honest game because that's the name of the game in here. And I'm just going to try and win over as many people as I can. And hopefully I come across as somebody who is a good person, who's trying to win some money. And I'm just going to do what I need to do to provide for my family. And I think this is a great way to do it. Competing on Big Brother started off with Derek. I watched Derek, I think it was season 16, a police officer from the New England area. He went in there, he was able to hide his identity and become a big winner. And at the end of the day, my wife was super involved in Big Brother with all her friends. And that's kind of how I got into Big Brother, is I wanted to have conversations with her. And I did win her over eventually. Now I'm married. I got 2 kids. But what better way to impress my wife, who is probably the biggest Big Brother fan of all times, is to come home with the $750,000. My bucket list for Big Brother, the endurance competitions are the ones that I think that I want to excel in. I want to be the last one hanging on that wall or holding on to something or pressing a button for a long period of time. So all the endurance ones, I think, those are the ones, I think it's just a pride thing. Being an older person, I want to be able to outdo the young kids in the house and be able to hold on as long as I can, if it's feasible during that week. I mean, I've always said I'm never going to come in last. And sometimes I might have to come in the middle of the pack, but I'm always going to want to win. I'm super excited about getting my butt in that backyard, swinging on a hammock, putting my feet in the pool, hanging out, chilling with all the other house guests, getting to know them, having them get to know me. What better place to do it than in the backyard with the sun shining down on us? Maybe sipping a glass of lemonade or maybe a glass of wine if we're lucky. I describe myself as probably the most social, unsocial person that there is. In certain settings, I can be laid back and just kind of watch and observe. And then in other settings, I'm the life of the party. I like to have a good time. I'm a jokester. I like to say things to make people think, is he serious or not? And in doing that, people like to be around me and people like to have fun. And that's how I'm going to be in the Big Brother house. Yeah, absolutely. It'd be only necessary, but it's the Big Brother house, so I know I'm going to be pulling knives out of my back in the house also. So it's a balance that I'm going to have to try and come up with. But I'm usually a very loyal person in my life, and in the nature of the work that I do, I have to rely on my partners and the people that are around me. So trying to break away from that in the house is going to be a little difficult, especially if I get a connection with somebody. But if it comes down to the end, if they got to go, they got to go. Going into the house, I'm going to look for people that are kind of like me, maybe a little older, and try and get that bond with them. Maybe another parent, if someone has some kids, that might be somebody that I want to connect with. But I also want to go and make connections with just about everybody. If somebody's quiet and sitting off to the side, I'm going to be that person that's going to go up and try and strike up a conversation. And then if you have those aggressive players, those type A personalities, I'm going to go and pump up their ego and try and make them feel a little better about themselves if they really even need that. So I'm going to try and work with just about everybody, but the close ones, I got to try and go with someone like closer to my age, and maybe we can get a couple of younger people on either side of us and take us to the end. My targets in the house would most definitely be people that are taking things way too personal. I know the Big Brother house is what it is. You have to go in there not taking things personal, and there's been a lot of contestants in past that have taken things personal. When I see things getting personal in the house, those are the people that I would like to target to get out, because I don't want people taking things to another level and being angry with people over a game that we all signed up to play.